Welcome to this video. I'm Aoife and this video is going to be a Q&A video because I get asked some questions and I thought why not answer them in this video. So the first question is going to be about, can you be a raw vegan or fruitarian and still do sports? And yeah, of course you can. I mean, I'm doing this for 2 years now and I'm still doing as much sport as I'm used to. Maybe sometimes more, sometimes less, it depends on the mood, or if it's winter I'm doing less. But yeah, you can. And I know so many people who are fruitarian or raw vegan who are doing lots of sports. And I also know that somehow a lot of fruitarians or raw vegans go into endurance sports. So for example, they do ultra marathon running, and because when you go raw vegan or fruitarian, you have so much more energy and you have so much more endurance. For example, I'm talking very fast, I'm sorry. When I'm doing salsa or dancing, I can dance for 5 hours and not really get tired because I'm just so into dancing. So yeah, you can do sports when you're raw vegan or fruitarian. Second question, what do I think about sweeteners like stevia, maple syrup, etc.? I don't think they're so bad. I mean, plain sugar, I'm not the huge fan of, because most of the plain table sugar, the white sugar, is not even vegan because it got whitened with bones, so it's really weird, but it's not vegan. And I think it's not the healthiest option because in all those sweeteners they are extracted and most of the time heated, and so they have like almost no vitamins, no minerals, no whatever. And I know sometimes in the advertisement they're just like, taste this, agave syrup, which is super beneficial, but no, it's not. It's just pure sugar, just another form of sugar, but it's extracted, has no vitamins, no minerals. And I mean, of course you can take them, but just because I used to use agave syrup like crazy, I used it so much, but now I know that it's just a scam and it's just not really the healthiest option. The next question is, how many calories should you eat on a raw vegan or fruitarian diet? You should eat as much calories as you need. So it really depends. It depends how old you are, how much sports you do, if you're a guy or a girl. It depends on so many things. And maybe just what you keep in mind, if you want to keep it fruit based, you have to make sure that you're eating enough calories, which can sometimes be quite tricky, especially if you're super stressed and have exams or something. And then it can be actually, or really, you have to make sure that you're eating enough calories. To be honest, I'm not counting calories for 1.5 years now, so I have no idea, but I think I'm eating around 2000 to 2500 calories, probably more, depends, but I'm just eating as much as I want to, and when I feel full, I stop. But to clarify, you can really try to count your calories in the beginning to make sure that you're eating enough calories. But my opinion is that this whole calorie counting thing doesn't really work with raw foods, because you can eat so much more calories if you're on this raw vegan diet. So don't be like, oh, I counted calories when I was on this cooked diet and now I go to raw vegan, I'm just not allowed to eat more calories, because you even have to eat more calories. So I remember once that I ate like 1500 calories, which is really not enough, and I was still having some weight issues. And then now I'm raw vegan and I eat 2500 to sometimes 3000 calories, so a lot of calories, and I'm not gaining so much weight. So calorie is not just calorie. The next question is, don't I get tired of eating fruit? No, never. I really love it, and I really think that my taste buds adapt, and now I'm really loving it more. Sometimes I'm eating a fruit salad and I'm just like, this tastes like so good, and I could eat so much of it. The next question, improvements I noticed on the raw vegan diet. Well, energy levels, sometimes I feel happier, more calm. I can do sports a lot longer. I have great skin, of course. Yeah, I think that's it. Do I drink alcohol? No, I never drink alcohol. I probably once tasted it when I was 15 years old, and just tasted it, and then drank a little bit more when I was on my 18th birthday party, but not really so much. And no, I don't drink alcohol. Actually, I made a video about why I don't drink alcohol, because I think it's really unnecessary and just destroying your body and your health. The next question, my best favorite smoothie recipes. The best smoothie recipe that I've ever tried was papaya, but good papaya, really good quality papaya, which is super hard to get in Germany, and dates, bananas, frozen bananas, and some water, and it was just like so creamy and so good. It was so delicious. Do I take supplements? No, I don't take supplements, and I don't believe in taking supplements, to be honest. I believe we can get everything from fruits and vegetables, like 1000%. Just I rather much focus on organic fruit and vegetables, but of course, if you want to take supplements, take them. The next question is, did I struggle with my raw vegan diet? Yeah, I struggled a lot with my raw vegan diet. Because because it's so different to what we are used to eat. Like with friends, family, I struggled because I felt super weird eating just fruit, and I was so embarrassed about myself, and so I struggled with my social environment. But I also struggled with detox, because I detoxed a lot. I got headaches, I got flu-like symptoms, got rid of lots of mucus, so I struggled with that. But apart from that, no, not so much. How do I deal with haters? That's a great question. I think I've made a whole video, like 10 minutes or maybe even more, about how to deal with criticism. But maybe the main points is that first, it's almost never about you. So if somebody comments something negative or says something negative, it most of the time has to do something with this person, that this person struggles with something, and you're just the person that this person has to express it. So don't take it so personally. Like in 99% of the case, it has not to do so much with you. Another thing is that, I don't know, it's just, for me, what really helped me is to have good relationships with family and friends, because then haters do not really affect me, because they don't know me personally, they don't know what I'm going through, they don't know what I'm struggling with, so they're just watching those videos, but they don't know me so personally. So if a person is super negative, like, it doesn't really affect me so much. And also, sometimes I think this person has to invest so much time in being so hateful. What is wrong with this person? So yeah, and sometimes in some cases you can also learn from criticism. So, and maybe the last thing is, there are always three groups of people. So always one group that is loving you, one group that is hating you, and one group that simply doesn't care about you. And that's no matter what you do, no matter what you're doing, it is always these three types of people, and you just have to deal with it and just be okay with it. And the next thing is my thoughts on competition. I think competition is completely bad, wrong, useless, because I think it can be good to have just an ambition and just to push forwards and to push yourself, but I think not in a competitive way, more in an encouraging way, that you can do it. But if you go into competition, you're also comparing yourself to other people, and I think comparison is the thief of joy. So I do not like to compare myself with other people, and I think that competition is always about, we don't have enough and there are not enough resources. But when you step out of competition, you realize that there are so many resources on this earth and so many things that you can do. And just because one person is successful doesn't mean that you can't be successful anymore, because you're completely different. You're a different person. You have a different outlook on life, so you can be completely successful as well. So just because one person is successful doesn't mean that you can't be successful. So I don't like the concept about competition so much. Do I meditate? Yes, I meditate, but more like when I go for a walk and go into nature. I just really like to ground myself and just breathe in and breathe out, and that's my form of meditation. But I think meditation is really great. The next thing is religion. I grew up in a Catholic household, so I was went to church a lot, but I don't believe in the church. I'm really interested in Buddhism, and I'm really interested in spirituality, and I think there's truth in every religion, and every religion has something that is super interesting and super great, and just show you how to be nice, show you how to be a good person. And there are certain rules that I think are super super important, but I'm not taking everything like super serious. And yeah, I much rather focus on spirituality, to be honest. The next question is tips on how to stay raw vegan, fruitarian, or vegan. My biggest tip is to stay inspired, to watch vegan content. That's especially if you're not in an environment that is vegan or fruitarian, it can really motivate you to just watch inspiring content on YouTube or Instagram or in social media. And the best thing would be to just get into contact with more fruitarians, raw vegans, or vegans, to just build your social network with those people, because the more time you spend with them, the more you become like them. And if they are completely cool with vegan and are vegan themselves, then it's super easy and great. So yeah, so my first tip, try to get vegan friends, and if that's not possible, then try to get super inspired by YouTube and Instagram, and also inform yourself, of course. Would I eat meat for 1,000 euros? No, I would not. I would not even eat meat for 2,000 euros, I think, because it's just a dead animal. The next question is, do you believe in the law of attraction? Yes, I do believe in the law of attraction. I think that it's true. So, for example, the law of attraction is, one point is that if you're happy, positive things will happen. So if you're in this state, in this frequency of happiness, joy, gratefulness, positive things will happen. And if you're in the state of anger, fear, hate, negative things will happen. And that's certainly what I experienced, that if I was really hateful and really, it was a really bad day and I'm really grumpy, so many things happened that were super super bad. And when I'm feeling just super amazing and it's a great day, then so many things happen that are super great. And yeah, so I believe in the law of attraction. I also believe in manifesting. So yeah, and if you don't know about the law of attraction, definitely check it out, because it's super helpful. I think that's all the questions for now, and I think I'm going to bed because I'm super tired. But if you have more questions, you can ask me on Instagram and on YouTube. And yeah, by the way, I'm also doing a podcast. So I have some episodes. But if you're vegan or vegetarian or raw vegan or fruitarian, then you can write me an DM, and maybe we can make an episode of a podcast together. Just talk about veganism, talk about raw veganism. I think it would be super interesting to learn to get to know you. And yes, so just write me. I'm Fruity Eva on Instagram, and I wish you a super great day. Goodbye.